Multi Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. This is kind of funny. I looked up how to evolve my brand new Duraludon, and apparently it's an item called Metal Alloy, which you get for doing a couple of things, including getting 190 Pokemon in the Blueberry Academy Pokedex. You know, the thing I totally legitimately did. So I can just evolve you immediately. We hardly knew ye as a stapler. Yay! You're now like... Oh my god, you're a staple remover now! That's actually really funny. I've never really looked at this thing. In fact, I think I couldn't have told you what it looked like before now. It's a staple. Oh, I used to play with these all the time and pretend like they were little mouths, like little things to... I don't know. I know what I'm saying. Let's learn Electro Shot. Your special attack is decent. So I'll get rid of Focus Energy, sure. Alright, so now that that's happened, let's continue onwards and see if there's anything else that super strikes my fancy on the way. A Porygon just kind of existing, sure. Why the heck not? One thing I do know is I did see, of course, I saw Beldum earlier, and that intrigues me because like I can't really see a way in which I'd ever really be able to use a Metagross in any capacity. Normally, because that's another thing. It's like Metagross is like, I think I am gonna go back and see if I can find that Beldum, or a Beldum, I guess, because like that's the thing is like, when am I ever gonna get to use a Metagross if I play a Gen 3 game? You get Metagross at the very end of the game, because the only Beldum you ever get is the one that Steven Stone gives to you. Beldum's not really part of the Hoenn Dex in that sense. I'm tempted by Reuniclus, but I think the thing about Reuniclus is that like if they make a Gen 5 game, that's going to be one of like my top picks. That and like Golurk I've been seeing wandering around a bit, and so I'm just thinking like, if they make a Gen 5 game, like those would be great Pokemon. I want to use Pokemon that's like are more so like, when would I have a useful opportunity for this, you know? That's partially why I liked the idea of what's it? Our Chalodon, because like that's a Pokemon exclusive to this DLC at this point. Was Beldum in the icy area? I'm starting to realize I actually don't remember. Maybe I'm just making it up that I saw a Beldum. Because, like, I've seen a bunch of other things at this point. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep going. I'll get fly points. Because, like, the other reason why I started to think about backtracking was realizing Beldum could really use as much experience as possible. So if I'm going to be battling anything, having Beldum get more experience would be useful. Because, you know, it's Beldum. Yeah, I'm just like trying to think like, what do I even want to... I don't know what even most of my options are is the interesting thing. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, there's actually kind of a genuinely like interesting thought process here. This is not something I've ever really had to do, where it's like genuinely make a new team midway through a game. like this. And it has to be, like, a legitimately useful team, because I have to fight trainers with it. It's not just, like, do random stuff, you know? Alright, got that fly point. This one's next. I'll kind of look around and see... I was also thinking about doing, like, the other guys, but, like, the legendaries, and I still think I'm gonna do that, but for right now... Like, I'm gonna do that after, like, after I've continued through here just a little bit more, you know? I am interested. Special Lapras, huh? Beach Lapras. Dodrio. It's just, it's an interesting... Why were you not fighting this thing? I don't really care about Lumineon. I was just confused because, like, normally, like, you can fight... I was like, normally, if you don't fight things, it's a shiny, but, like, that didn't shiny sparkle. I don't know Lumineon. So I was like, is that a shiny Lumineon? But I guess when you're in the water, it just doesn't bother at all. So, alright. We'll move on. I was just kind of, like, confused and flabbergasted. I don't know. I'm keeping in mind the very real possibility that I could also run into a brand new shiny the 4th time in a row. Not really in a row, but, you know, the 4th time for the Let's Play. My point. And this is an opportunity where, like, if I get a shiny, no matter what it is, I could just put it on the team. If I'm making a little mini team, you know? So, keeping that in mind. Alright. This is where we want to go for, like, the story progress. So I'm gonna go to Central Plaza now. Everstone. Oh, that's Diglett. I was like, what the heck is that? Stupid alone Diglett. Now, here's one thing, is I don't know what level I need to have my eventual, like, mini-team be. So I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point. But my guess would be, like, mid-level 70s. Which means that if the guys I catch are around level 60, I'm going to have my work cut out to me to get them all properly leveled. But luckily I've got a bunch of experienced candies still saved up. And can just do a little bit of grinding if necessary. Not ideal, but manageable, I suppose. And then I'll do the things, and then I'll be done with the team. And then I can get back to who I'm supposed to be using. Alright, so this is the center hub. It's really hard to see some of these items. Everything is glowing. Alright. I think that's activated a fly point. Either way, I wanted to also glance at this, because that looks like it's another thing. Sweet synchronization. Oh, I think I know what this is. The test area. Have a Pokemon out of its ball. Just so you know, I'm gonna make it you. Synchronize! Synchronization! And now we are the Pokemon! When I mentioned people playing hide and seek in this generation of Pokemon, this is what I remembered existing. I didn't realize you get it instantly. I thought you had to beat the whole thing for it, but yeah, there's basically a thing that you can do in... It's something you can do in... In this mode, is like, you can just be the Pokemon for a little bit. So, it's neat, it's silly, it's just... And we just get it for free now. The Synchro Machine. We mind control our Pokemon, essentially. So, that's a neat thing that you can do. We can be our Pokemon now. Alright, so destination is this way. Oh, item. I can't climb this. That's annoying! But yeah, the Synchro Machine, I don't know, it's neat. I don't dislike the idea of it, it's just... Relatively, it's goofy. But it's not, like, the goofiest. Alright, and this looks like the last fly point that I can activate before... the other thing. Before we progress the story. So I think I'm gonna go... Like I said, I think I'm gonna go do... Who are you? Oh, you're like... You're the weird psychic poop dung beetle thing. You're a Gen 9 Pokemon. I don't think I care about you. Got Trapinch. Apparently a Flygon outbreak. Look at them all. They're not as high level as I would hope. I wouldn't mind using another Flygon. I just don't know if it's like... Look at all these Flygon! I'll admit, I'm also tempted to kind of like... I wouldn't really normally try to do this, but like... I know that outbreaks are apparently like really good at spawning shinies. There's a higher chance of it or something, especially if you keep killing them. So I'm just kind of wondering like... Is there value to me like doing this and trying to see if I can find a shiny Flygon? That would be pretty cool. While I'm here, I don't know. I'm also wondering, like, how long do I even want to try and do that sort of thing? I also don't even know what a shiny Flygon looks like. I don't even know if I would like it. I think the lesson is that I probably shouldn't try to force it to happen. I probably shouldn't try to force it to happen, you know? If I want a Flygon, you know what? I'm just gonna go for a Flygon. Uproar. I guess the problem here is I don't have a lot of, like, great options in terms of, like, catching things. Did I kill it in one shot with Aqua Step? I don't think I did. This one's stronger anyway. And also killed Flamenco anyway. I guess that means this guy's fast. It's faster than Flamenco. Okay. Took longer than I expected, mainly because I was being stubborn and not immediately just going for Ultra Balls. I went for an Ultra Ball and it finally accepted the first one I did. Alright, Flygon. Tomato. Why not? Alright. I'm still surrounded by Flygon everywhere. Alright. I'm gonna go warp to the real world. Why do I have a diamond trophy here? Oh. Because it's telling me that I have a reward. Yeah. Let's go figure out where these legendaries are. Okay, they're both in Area 0. One's just at the very top. Alright, so let's go do this now. And in case you couldn't tell, these guys are based on... What the fuck? These guys are based on... They're gonna be based on Entei and Raikou to compensate for the walking wake. And I can't Raikou right on here? How do I leave then? It just loads me here? Okay. Alright, so supposedly... Oh yeah, by the way, these guys all start to spawn in now that we've beaten the thing. What am I running into? God damn it, I hate the tiny Pokemon. So yeah, there's now a whole bunch... bunch of Paradox Pokemon spawning in everywhere. So you can find plenty of Slitherwings and Sandy Shocks and whatever, and all the other ones. We're looking for like a big waterfall, so I'm gonna go over this way. Draco Meteor. Neat. Well, I don't see it here. I don't really know exactly where I'm looking for is the thing. God damn it, I didn't want to fight this guy, but whatever. I'll kill it because I want to see what this item is. Okay, according to Cerebi, it can be found near a communications satellite. I mean, that's kind of what this looks like. Might be over there. There's another waterfall. I'll go meet you guys on that ledge. Oh, no, it's over here. Okay. Alright. Well, I've saved the game, and I'm going to save again because I'm cautious about that sort of thing. Alright. Fake Entei. Looks so goofy. Ingra! Well, because you never know. Okay. What type is this guy? He's Fire Dragon, so I don't want to use Gathering Rhythm. Okay. Okay, that should be the... I think Psychic might be better because it's not going to have Stab. So even though it's going to do 90 versus 80, or maybe that'll just... Okay, that didn't kill me, thankfully. Like, it's 90 versus 80, but yeah, okay, perfect. Alright. Now I just have to eventually catch it, so I'll meet you when I've caught Gouging Fire here. I don't need to cut. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for that. I appreciate it, Entei. Or fake Entei. Whatever. Hooray! One short video shows it rampaging. Gouging Fire. He's not Tay. Or N9. Not Tay. Sure. Plump. Alright. And now I will jump down to the bottom of Area 0. Whee! But not like the very, very bottom. More like the grass bottom, not like the cave bottom. Okay. Yeah, over there is the cave bottom, and like we saw in the picture that it was very not in a cave. Over here? This is by water and a waterfall. Nope. Where could elongated Raikou be? I'm just gonna keep looking around for anything that might prove useful. That Venomoth was not there 5 seconds ago. What? Okay, fucking... My laptop beeped with a thing. I was like, oh god, what's going on? Did I run out of room on my computer or something? And it's just like, hey, Microsoft Windows Defenders gave you a summary. Everything's fine. I need a fucking mini heart attack. Here it is. Just standing here. It's so long neck. I like how goofy it is. Like a giraffe. I like to save. I like to make sure that these things are gonna work. Alright. Alright, Raging Bolt. Doesn't fit on screen. I guess it's just that's just what happens with electric types, huh? Probably gonna move faster than me, so you know what? Just because you never know. Okay. Dragon Hammer. Is this thing also dragon type? Is it gonna be like an electric dragon? Yes, it is. Okay. Good to know. Thunderclap. Alright, bye, Bezel. Let's try one of our new guys. Why not? Honestly, I'm 10 levels under level for it, so I'm gonna try Dragon Claw. Okay. Alright, I do want to like let them have options for stuff. But at the same time, I'm like in a good position, I think. I don't want to high roll and kill it though, is the problem. But I don't really have any other good moves, so I think I'm just gonna need to start chucking balls now. Ow. So I guess I'll meet you when I fought him. How does this keep happening? Is that like the lucky phrase or something? I'll meet you when I catch him, as in right now. Okay. We got Nate, and we got Neko. Alright, cool. Well, that's little detour taken care of. Congratulations to me. Alright, well. That occurred right at the start. So let's go see what Perrin has to say about that now, I guess. That was convenient and a little silly and goofy. I got them both in one ball! Fly Guy gave me so much more trouble than that. Whatever, I got some good experience for both of them as a result of doing that. Alright. Perrin was at the start, so where is the start? That direction. You know what would have been cool to make this feel at least a tiny bit more like Unova? If they had like some way that where you could like run into like the Swords of Justice and have them be the ones that you're riding on. You know? Instead of Koraidon, you could ride on Keldeo. This is like not what I'm thinking of. Where am I trying to go? Let me just go to the map. This is where I'm trying to go. Over here. This is the actual start of it. I flew to the wrong spot. Alright, here's Perrin. Hi, I caught your guys. Are you impressed with me? Taking pictures of my face, because that's totally gouging fire. Hi, I got them both. The neck is really big. I don't think these photos are going to help you at all. We get a sport ball. And that's the end of Perrin's adventures. Hooray. We have wrapped up her storyline. Congratulations. Hi, Dodrio. What's up? I'm good. I don't need Dodrio. I don't dislike Dodrio, but, like, I have an entire terrarium of things to explore and find. I'm sure there will be something in here that I'm like, I really want this. So it's just gonna matter... It's just gonna be a matter of, like, figuring out what the heck that is going to be that I really want. Crocodile. I mean, I've used 2 of them before, but I wouldn't mind another one. I wouldn't mind another. Yeah, the other thing is, like, these aren't going to be utilized for very long, either. So it's not like a repeat's going to, like, utterly destroy me. But I am making a team. I take that very seriously. I like me having a team. Meowstick, eh? Interesting. An option for that, I suppose, but I don't know. It's hard to kind of come up with it, especially since I'm coming up with it completely on the fly. I'm not even sure I'm actually going to use the Flygon that I caught. I'll be real. Alright, let's see what's going on at this class. Sorry it took me so long. It was fine. Alola, everybody! That is very much the wrong. Everything's wrong about that. Maybe he's from Alola. It's very funny. It's like, hey, we're playing a Paldean game, and also this is Unova. So, whatever. We're talking about regional forms. Is it gonna make me catch an Alolan Pokemon? I mean, I've done that before according to the... According to Pokedex, to Pokemon Go, but... does this count? Okay, fine. Fine, it won't be hard to find, it's just like, that's annoying. You know, I was thinking about it earlier, I should have got one of the goddamn Alolan Vulpixes. Because I was thinking, I've never used an Alolan Ninetales, this is gonna be a good time to do that. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because I was actually genuinely considering, like, oh, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can use that, because, like, when I played Gen 7, that wasn't even an option for me. Because they're Pokemon Sun exclusive, so... Yeah, I'll go see if I can find me an Alolan Vulpix. Because I was genuinely considering that, and I don't know, I don't dislike that line. It would also give me a Fairy type. Because it's Ice Fairy, isn't it? I don't know. I don't really like many regional forms. So, like, the Gen 7, that particular regional form is an acceptable one in my eyes. So I just need to find the goddamn Vulpix. They're more, like, in the mountains, so I should probably, like, climb higher. And maybe I'll also find a Beldum on the way, because I'm pretty certain, again, I'm pretty certain I saw a Beldum on the way somewhere along the lines. Yeah, like, I want to use Golurk, but, like... Whoop. Alright. Okay, nice crit capture. Alright, we're gonna have an Alolan Vulpix, and I'll name her Shona. And she will be... I guess she'll replace Siobhan? Alright. And I'll glance around, see if I can find this mysterious supposed Beldum. I almost am positive I saw a Beldum. I hope it wasn't just like a Minior, because I know Minior's been here. I'm afraid I accidentally saw a Minior. Without realizing. Because, you know, I could see passing by that real quick and being like, oh, it's a Beldum! Or maybe it wasn't even in the snowy area and I'm just getting confused. Maybe I have Cerebi open, maybe I should just look it up. Let's see. Does Beldum appear in the terrarium? Maybe I saw, like, the Geodudes and thought I was looking at a Metang because they have the similar body structure. I don't know. I was not paying enough attention. The lesson I'm learning is that when I saw the Beldum, I should have just caught it immediately. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of climbing a mountain now. I don't really care about you. I hate when it spawns me around and I'm like, I just want to move around. Let me move around. I'm gonna see what's at the top of here, and then I'm gonna, like, open up Cerebi and be like, hey, does Beldum exist? Alright, hold on. Beldum does exist. And yeah, it is just in the general icy area. So I'm not making shit up, I just have to, like, kind of, like, try and find it in this, like, general area. But I'll be right back, because I wanna have it. Because I can't, that's, like, the Pokemon that I'm thinking, like, I don't see a situation in which I could ever be using anything else. Here it is! Found Beldum. Now the tricky thing is I need to catch it. I'm worried that even if I attack it with a not very effective move, it's just going to work. So I'm just gonna throw Ultra Balls at it for now. I'm just realizing now that Beldum has a really low catch rate. I kind of forgot about that fact. This might be a problem, especially if I can't really easily attack it. I guess I have lower level Pokemon now. Or I can just crit capture. That works too. Alright. I solved that conundrum. Alright, and I will name them... No, I'm gonna name them Bean. Alright, we got Beldum now. And I guess that means goodbye to Bezel? Alright, well, with that, we have 4 Pokemon now. Not bad. Alright, so now we return to class. Where's the guy? He's over here. Hi, I caught an Alolan Pokemon. Kyo. I was motivated to get one for my team that I'm going to need. There's a cave over there. It was easy. They're blueberry quests. They're barbecues. If you do that, you can get legendary Pokemon or something like that. You can do them online as well. Bye. So when does, like, the plot of this kick in? There we go. Carmine! Yep. Hi, I'm here. This is your school. Central Plaza. Okay, so we want to go to Central Plaza then. Alright, I'm just gonna go there. Or maybe not, I just realized it's been 1 hour 40 minutes. That's not actually how long the recording's been, but like last time was 50 minutes, so that means it's been another 50 minutes based on math. And there's definitely more cut out, but I don't want this to be forever long, so I'm gonna be done for this episode. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet, I'll be going here, and we're actually going to do story stuff! Yay!